Whoops, almost forgot to take out the microphone. Alright, so I was trying to decide for about a couple weeks what I was going to play next, and I decided, you know what, I'm just going to play what I feel like playing, which is Civ 4 Colonization. Even though around the holidays I usually like to play games like Warcraft 3 or Dawn of War, or, Doom, that's the other one. But right now, I'm just going to play what I feel like, which is this. And you might not be, a lot of people may not be as interested in this game as I am, but I'm into it, and I'm just going to do what I feel like, so... Because if I play a game I'm just not feeling in the mood for at the moment, you're going to tell that I'm unenthusiastic, so I'm going to do this. Who am I going to play as? Because I could do play now. I could be the English. I could be the French. I could be the Spanish. And I could be the Dutch. So the trait that's up here is civilization-wide, and the trait that's down there is the one that goes across different leaders. I mean, I am partially of English descent, so maybe I should play as the English. Resourceful, that's a tempting one. 100% effect of Liberty Bells and Rebel Muscle, Rebel Strength. That's a tempting one. Grenadier. So the French work with the natives. Market price is less sensitive. Negative 25% of this needed for immigration. 25% versus natives. What do we want? %, time between tax increases, 25% in production in all settlements. That's a tempting one. That's a good one. Plus 25% Liberty Bells in all settlements. John Adams has a really good trait too. Who do I want to be? Native conversion rate. I don't know if I want that one though. Liberty Bells. Do I want the Liberty Bells? I could play as the French. Oh, I need some time to think. Oh, and what am I gonna play as? I could play on Revolutionary difficulty. Yeah, you know what? I will play on Revolutionary difficulty. Why not? Okay. So, independence being the only victory. Time means you have a time limit. Europe means that after that time limit, the king wins. Independence means that independence is the only real victory condition, because these are like losing conditions. This is how you win. Yeah, I don't like having unrestricted leaders. AI favors war over diplomacy. One settlement challenge. I've done that before in practice, but not on paper. Just realized I may want to make this go down a little bit. Actually, I could just do that. That works. I should have set all this up before starting the stream. I like to play as the French a lot of the time, but natives more tolerant towards territory encroachment. Living among natives, new market prices are less sensitive. You know something? Orange is my favorite color, so maybe I'll play as the Dutch. But I already played as the Dutch last time. You know what? Screw it. I'm going to play as the French. And I'm just going to manually add people in. Just because... Yeah, I'm just going to manually add leaders in. Because I want to make sure that they're in. I want to make sure all 4 countries are in the game. Yeah, there's only four European powers in the base game. If this gets popular enough, then I will play a mod. Here's my royal charter. Louis de Frontenac of the French colonies. Royal Charter. In the year... In the year 1492 AD, His Royal Majesty the King of France grants you a colonial charter. For the greater glory of the nation, the King dubs thee Commissareb, Viceroy of the New World. Explore this new land, settle it, and bring wealth and glory upon yourself and upon our great nation. To achieve a victory, found your colony, declare your independence from your motherland after attaining a 50% rebel sentiment in all your settlements. Before time runs out, defend the fledgling country from the wrath of your motherland by wiping out all the ground forces. You must complete your revolution before any other European colony. Yes, the King of France is like, here's your royal charter. By the way, make sure that you declare independence from me so I can declare war on you and kill you. I always thought that that was funny when I first started playing this game. I love how the theme for the French is Gathering Peace Gods, which is an English folk song. Alright, here we go. There we are. We get a caravel. Oh yeah, if you zoom all the way in, the music stops. And if you zoom all the way out, you see the clouds. It's kind of hard to see just because we haven't explored very much. I'm playing this in windowed mode, so that way I can run the Twitch stuff, so the movement isn't going to be as fluid as it normally would be if I was in full screen mode. This game was not properly... this game was not made with streaming in mind, but you know what, we're going to make do. Oh yeah, here's my diplomacy. Oh, I can talk to the king. Hello, king. Why is he annoyed at me? Oh, it's probably because I'm playing on the highest difficulty. We're going to see how long it takes for me to get roflstomps in this game. Now, there's a button. So when you talk to the king, the only thing that you can really do is, could you spare some military for our protection? And he'll offer you either a veteran soldier or a cannon for a discount. And he'll never give you regulars or artillery, which are his... unique units. He'll only give you the stuff that you have access to. And you can see your military and the king's military right here. On the left here, this is our military. We start the game with 1 militia soldier. The Spanish get 1 veteran soldier. And we have nothing else. The king starts out with 8 regulars, 4 regular dragoons, 4 artillery, and 4 man-of-wars. It says warships, and this lumps in frigates, privateers, ships of the line, and in the king's case, man-of-wars. And those, the Royal Expeditionary Force will never appear in the New World to help you fight. You'll only ever see them if you declare independence, and the king is using them to destroy you. So when I first started playing this game, it's like, oh, cool. So we got my military, the colonial forces, and the king's military. Wow, the king's gonna back me up if I'm in trouble, right? No, he never does. I was gonna make a game in Unreal Engine 4 to try to make my own version of this game so I can make that happen, but I haven't picked up working on it since like a year and a half ago. So let's just continue. We met some natives. Oh, hello, Montezuma. I am the leader of the Aztec people, the great and powerful Montezuma. I welcome you to my empire and offer you peace. But I warn you, do not mistake my offer of peace as weakness, or I'll have the help show you to the altar. Are you gonna marry me to your daughter? You are wiser than you appear. There shall be peace in our time is the button I clicked on. You are wiser than you appear, Commissar Reb. Farewell. Asked to speak with the chief of Teotihuacan. Welcome to Teotihuacan. We are learned in the ways of expert cotton planter. We are in the need of trade goods. Please give these beads to your chief as a token of our friendship. We are glad that Destiny's led us to your village. Now that he gave us just straight gold, 304 gold, which is a lot for just giving us straight gold. I'm just gonna save this as I'm gonna save this as this, so I remember. That way, if it gets bad, then we're not doomed. And I already forgot what I was saying. So you click on one of your guys, you press ask to speak with the chief, you see what professions they teach if you have your people go there to learn. And when the natives give you gold, if it's under a certain amount, it's just going to be straight gold. But if they give you like more than 500 gold, I think is the threshold, it appears as a treasure, and you have to bring that to a settlement of yours, put it on a galleon, and ship it back to Europe, or get the king to do it for you, and he charges you 50% commission. Which I guess is like paying somebody gas money, which I suppose is fair enough, but I don't think it's the best way to go. It's a good thing I checked to make sure that there was a native settlement there. I wanted to settle right here, but I don't want to piss off the natives, especially not in revolutionary difficulty. Oh, this is a different native tribe. Hello, Pale One. I, Kunhambi of the Tupi people, welcome you. Let us feast in your honor. There shall be peace in our time. Peace with honor, Commissar Reb. That's what it's all about. Farewell. Welcome to Para. Expert tobacco planter. Their native coats. Okay. I think historically the only reason the French were less mean to the natives is just because they couldn't get away with it, if I remember correctly. I don't think it's that they were less evil. Oh, this is looking like an interesting spot to grow. Ah, the Dutch. And these are all light forests. You don't want to put a settlement there anyway. Well, that is a bummer. Greetings, I am Peter Stuyvesant. Although I am sure you already knew that. Now let us go and talk about something important. Me. What a wonderful guy. I am pleased to meet you, Commissar Reb. I offer you a treaty of peace. I suggest you accept it. There shall be peace in our time. I am kind of afraid of this difficulty. I think I'm going to sail the opposite direction. So the natives are okay with me, but all the Europeans hate me, including my own king. Maybe I should have played this on an easier difficulty to give you guys a more realistic idea as to what this game is like. Instead of playing on the absolute highest difficulty, which kind of skews things. Man, it's 1500. They got their settlements built in the 1400s. It's the 1500s now, and it's because okay, so this is near the South Pole. And that was a treasure. Poopy. Well, maybe I'll just use it just to explore. This actually looks like a decent place to build a settlement. We'll see what happens. I'm going to be using this to explore a little bit. Alright. I'm just going to use my ship to go back. Alright, so the soldier guy is the one that you use to found colonies, because you want the pioneer to build improvements, especially considering this is a hardy pioneer, which means that this is what he specializes in. So I'm going to have him found Quebec. Maybe I should have put... Oh, I could always put another settlement over here. I think I'm actually kind of lucky in this game. That is a good place for a settlement over there, though. I'm just gonna hope... You know, in the past I was like, please don't ask me for money, king. Now I just don't care if the king asks me for money or not. I'm just gonna always say no. Unless it's like a super tiny amount. Because in the base game, there's really no... The only consequence to not giving money to the king when he asks for it is he just doesn't give you discounts for purchasing soldiers and cannons. But you can get those on your own, so it's not like you're missing out on something exclusive. what kind of guys do we have here? That carpenter is, out of the three of these guys, the one that I want the most. I might buy him outright when yeah, next turn when the ship gets there. Master Weaver. Oh, that is going to come in handy for sure, actually. For real. Not saying that facetiously. Mildly tempted to just buy it outright. I'm a little nervous because I have a feeling I'm going to get destroyed in this game. The Aztecs are all around me. I'm a little scared. Deer. Okay. That's a bonus. Deer. Yeah, I'm going to make a cotton plantation there. Oh, a treasure. May I offer my galleons to transport to the motherland? All I ask in return is a low 50% commission, and you shall instantly receive 515 gold coins. No thank you, my liege. I'll take care of it. Don't worry. 50% is a big cut. He's probably going to ask for money later anyway, so I'm like, eh. What I want to do is I want to sell enough cotton. Well, I want to sell enough cloth, which is what you turn cotton into. And then from there, I want to... Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Jesuit missionary. I don't know how aggressive... Like, the AI, I don't know how aggressive they're going to be, but I kind of have a bad feeling about it. Oh, wait a second. That's an expert farmer? Okay. Well, I want to take him... Go on the ship. And go directly there. And I want you to learn how to be a farmer. To farm. Yes, live amongst the natives. Yes, you will be honored to do that. I want that guy. The Master Weaver for sure. We need farmers. 100%. Okay. We got a lot of immigration, which is good. I'm just gonna send him to the New World. The guy can walk back. Okay. Oh, he's done already. That's good. You are up to no good, Mr. Dutch missionary. Firebrand preacher. The difference between a firebrand preacher and a Jesuit missionary is a Jesuit missionary goes into native settlements and they set up missions. Basically what that does is anytime somebody gets born in a native settlement, they join the European power instead of be part of the native faction. Firebrand preachers, or priests or whatever, if you have a church inside your settlement, you put them in there, and you put them in the church, and they increase immigration. That's how that works. In a nutshell. I think a stockade would probably be... Yeah, I want a stockade because I don't want to run the risk of... Actually, you know what? He's almost to the settlement. I'm just going to have it go to there. As long as we don't have... as long as we don't get attacked, we should be good. I remember there's a YouTuber named SKS who had the misfortune of having a bad experience trying out revolutionary difficulty for the first time. You know what? I might just wait a turn. There we go. We got a little we got a little bit of food coming in. That'll help. Let me take a closer look. All right, now I'll buy him. We actually have we're actually off to a relatively good start. I definitely plan on putting someone over here. Like, even if those burial grounds get snatched up by the other guys, I still want to build a settlement over there. Maybe not right away, though. Church. Schoolhouse. And we're out of wood. We need more wood. Sorry. I'm going to choose the schoolhouse. I want people to get learned. But we're going to need a lumberjack at some point. Alright, I want you to sail over there, have the guide go over there, pick up that ancient ruin, and hopefully take these burial grounds before the other Europeans snatch them up. So, ancient ruins, if you send somebody who's not a seasoned scout in there, your guys will get attacked by the natives. Basically, ancient ruins and burial grounds are functionally goody huts. So those of you who've played the regular Civilization game, these burial grounds and these ancient ruins are basically just goody huts. Or the actual term that they use in the game is village, but they call them goody huts because usually if you go in there you get special things like money or technologies. In the case of Civ, in this game it's money, treasure, or an ancient map, which just reveals some of the map. And ancient map is the most worthless out of all of them, just because you get exploration just by playing the game. But money is a lot more tangible. Here, watch this. We're going to find out what's here. You have discovered valuable artifacts. You have received 176 gold. See? That right there is an example. I'm going to drop him off there. And I'm going to order him to automatically explore. So that way I don't have to worry about it. I don't really care which of these guys comes and immigrates. The Master Rancher I have the least use for at this point of the game. He's more useful later on, just not right now. I think I'm going to put you in there and have you get wood. What I really could use is another farmer. I think I'm always saving the game just in case something happens. I've got a lot of ore. What I really need is somebody who can make tools. I'm just going to sell that ore to Europe. Although, generally, it's better to... Okay, I'm hoping that you're going to build the road here and not all the way over there. Okay. Controls to this game were a little bit wonky, but I still think it aged alright. Oh, the discovery gave my unit experience, and then there's another one right there. So this wasn't really the best starting location, but over here, if I was more patient, this is a much better place for a settlement. Settlements have a range of a 3x3 box, so... Well, I got the Firebrand Preacher. Yeah, I certainly want the visibility range. And I got some more gold. And they've already got guns. Okay. Well, if he's annoyed at me, I don't care about making him happy. I don't... They don't know each other? Whatever. Welcome to Sayara. We are learning the ways of expert ore miner. We are in the need of horses. Please share a peace pipe and we will tell you faraway lands. We are glad destiny has led you to your village. Well, if I need an expert ore miner, I could just send somebody over there then. Oh, wow. This would have been a much better place to... Man, I really screwed this up. This would have been a much better place for a settlement. Look at those bonuses! Ah! I can't believe I was so impatient. I feel so dumb. Wait, a master gunsmith? That'll come in handy. That's more useful later in the game. I need more food. This would be a good spot right there. But then I'd be missing out on this. Oh, man. Wow, the Dutch really got a nice starting spot. Good lord. How am I in first place? That's crazy. Hard times have fallen upon the French Empire. 220 gold would be appreciated. So this right here is the king asking for money. And the money doesn't actually go to anything, you just lose it. And if you tell him no, he gets mad, but he doesn't do anything other than just refuse to give you discounts for stuff. I'm just going to say no, because that's not really a big deal. I just love, though, how, like, the French king just kind of has this haughty, arrogant attitude, whereas the other kings have, like, this more evil demeanor. No. You defy my request? Are you out of your mind? Goodbye. Silver! I thought you wanted gold. I changed my mind. That's a... So there's silver over here. I don't know if it's worth it, though. What you really want to see is silver on a peak. And then you put a mine on that and use an expert silver miner to mine that, and you're going to get a lot of silver. And silver sells for 19... Like, one piece of silver sells for 19 gold. Pedro Alvarez Cabral is no longer available to join our cause. So already they're building up rebel sentiment. I have a fledgling colony that I'm trying to set up here. I wonder if I could I do this before things really hit the fan? 24 tools. I guess I'm just gonna have to wait a little. Yeah, I'm gonna build a church for sure. I'll accept whoever comes from Europe. The blue crown really works if you're playing as France. So when the ship gets there, whoever gets here, gets here. That is what it is. Welcome to Taubate. We are learned in the ways of expert cotton planter. We're in need of trade goods. Please give these beads worth 234 gold to your chief as a token of our friendship. We are glad destiny has led us to your village. 921 gold. What I need right now is people, but it's hard. But yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna put him right into the, I'm gonna put him right into the town hall to make Liberty Bells. Having people supporting independence. It makes them more industrious, but it also doing that will alarm the king, and he'll start adding units to the Royal Expeditionary Force. I'll just send him right there. So yeah, the king starts out with 4 of everything except for regulars. Regulars are like, out of all the king's units, regulars are the ones you gotta worry about the least. Artillery, you never want these attacking your cities, because they have a 150% attack bonus against settlements, whereas cannons only have a 50% attack bonus against settlements. Dragoons are far more powerful than regulars, but they usually have fewer of those. And Man of Wars is the only ship that the king uses. This is the strongest ship that you can build, the ship of the line. And this is the only ship the king uses, which has a cargo space of 4. It's the strongest ship in the entire game at a strength of 12. Yeah. Alright, so if we put somebody in here, we get starvation, so we're going to need to have... somebody farm. Just for one more turn. The King of France is alarmed at the rebel sentiment in New France. He has added 4 units to the French Royal Expeditionary Force. So he added 3 regulars and 1 artillery. Apparently with the French military, you could just the French can just add a whole ton of military units. Please deliver 810 gold immediately. No. I ain't giving him shit. No kings! Juan Ponce de Leon is 2 times as likely to get treasure from ancient ruins? Absolutely. I am Okano Stoda, chief of the Cherokee people. Let us trade and strengthen our friendship. There shall be peace in our time. There is no way to peace. Peace is the way. Cherokee. Well, let's just oh, I forgot. This will expand the borders and anger the natives. I gotta be careful with that. Because if I could anger the natives, and then they will not like me anymore. And then I'll be up the creek without a paddle if that happens. College. That would be very useful. Okay. I do want him. Do I really want to buy an expert farmer? You know something? I actually don't really need it. I really don't need a preacher right now, actually. You know what? No. What I'll do is I'll keep him. And whoever comes from Europe, whoever comes from Europe, I will respec into being a farmer. Yeah. I'm tempted to just leave him there for the time being. The frickin' Dutch. And he added more units to the Royal Expeditionary Force. He added more artillery and dragoons. Alright. I would tell him clear that and put a mine there. Actually, you know what? No. I'm going to tell him to start clearing out the forests. The light forests. The regular forests I want to keep. I do like the gold, though. Expert silver miner. Yeah, probably not going to use that. Do I want a blacksmith? I think I'm just going to save up for a soldier, because I definitely want some soldiers. Oh, hey, the Apache. Welcome. I'm Mangas, Coloradas of the Apache. I pray that you and your people value peace as much as we do. Trust me, I do. Wonderful. I know you don't trust me, but believe me, I don't want war right now. Oh, there's the Spanish. Okay. So I'm in the southern hemisphere, which is kind of ironic because that's where the Spanish were. I wonder how big this map is. Yeah. We are learned in ways of expert farmer. 7 turns. Okay. Alright, I'm going to need some farmers, and then I'm going to need some cotton planters. I'm going to go for the food first, because without food, you can't grow. Alright, you can clear the specialty. So colonist is the type of unit that it is. Or colonist is the profession. And expert silver miner is the person himself. You can clear specialty. And now he's just a regular, now he's a free colonist. And I'm going to tell him to live among the natives to learn how to be a farmer. Welcome to Chichil Bidagatil. We are learned in the ways of expert fishermen. We are in need of guns. Please give these beads worth 898 gold to your chief as a token of friendship. Oh, they want guns. They all want guns. Mangas Coloradas, you're a true American. Hopefully that line doesn't get me in trouble with the Twitch mods. Alright, go back to Europe. That treasure is going to be a while. 18 turns. Good lord. Hopefully the Dutch don't steal it or something. Two turns. Can I put him to work? I can. Alright, 11 turns. We need food, and lots of it. Wow, we're already halfway through the 16th century. I don't care about that. I'm tempted. What do I want to do? You know what? I'll buy a soldier now. Better safe than sorry. Greetings, kind sir. My name is John Adams. I represent the English, and I anticipate that we will have peaceful coexistence. He doesn't look very peaceful. There shall be peace in our time. May this peace last until there's no more room to expand. So, the English are all the way up in the north. The Dutch are going to be a pain in the ass for me, probably. I just realized... Just realized how stupid that was. Having the carpenter get wood and having this guy do the carpenter's job. How about use up the wood that we have and then focus very heavily on getting food. I am tired. Deliver 60 gold, kiss my ring, and let me rest. No, I won't let you rest. You need to stay awake all day. What? Like me. Well, now that I have a church, I could just put the firebrand preacher in there. And he will make people immigrate. Vasca Nunez de Balboa, 25% defense in all settlements? Yeah. Oh wow, he went all the way to the North Pole. Alright. I need some defense. I think right now I'm not going to... Do I really want to sell that? 114 gold? Eh. I'd rather not do that right now. So I'm just going to send him back to Europe. And here we have a veteran soldier. So I'm just going to order him to fortify. Yeah. A French soldier wearing blue. The King's Regulars wear, like, I think it's lilac. Because the King's color is lilac. So the King's Regulars... See... veteran soldiers always have blue uniforms with red facings. Regulars are team colored. Grenadier. Yeah, I'd rather have strength. Keep exploring. So we already have a few people in the Continental Congress. Oh, I want this guy though. Yeah, him I want for sure. Two more turns. have somebody go be a cotton planter. Because we need a source of money. We need money. We already have a weaver, but we need a cotton planter. And the cotton planter will go here and get cotton. So we can turn it into cloth. And that'll be our cash crop. This is going to be one... This is going to be one heavily experienced scout. I'm going to choose the gunsmith and the lumberjack, probably. That wagon train might be a good idea. Choose him, and I definitely want him. Oh, wow. Expert cotton planter, we need you. 33 turns? Okay. Whatever. Well, thank you. Hopefully you don't mind I'm chopping down a tree. And I don't care which of them comes over. Alright, now it's time to start kicking production into high gear. 12, 12. Yeah, let's go with that one. Okay. In the year 1571, things got a lot better. Yeah. I'm sending you back to Europe. Alright. We know the drill. Well, I know the drill for sure because I've played this game many times. Uh-oh. I'm afraid that might make him mad. Because apparently the French just took 2 of his plots from him. I should have, like, built over here. Alright. Already I've got 30 cloth. Well, that should keep him busy for a while. Live amongst the natives. Alright, we got plenty of cotton over here, so we need to put some over here. Oh! Free caravel? I'm gonna say no just because I want to save those points for something else. I'm just gonna order him to sit still. You know, yeah, I will put that in there. And that mine is done. And we got more units in the RAF. I don't care about immigration. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. You really don't get much food from these tiles. I think I'm just going to order him to just go over there for the time being. Yeah, let's have some... Let's make more guns. Peter Minuit, join John Adams. Yep, they're out of cotton, can't make any more. Expert fisherman. I'm going to sell them things that they probably don't care about, but I'm just going to sell it to them because I need to start getting some cash coming in. 7 turns. 5 turns. And he can't trade because he just ended his turn there. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay. Definitely want this one. 1 movement for everything? Yes. Oh wow, look how much gold Montezuma has. What would you give me for this? Do you find this offer tempting? Yeah, sure. It's a little bit less than I would have liked, but that's how you engage in tax evasion in this game. Our close borders spark tensions. You put a settlement right there. I hope that... I'm really hoping that your way of life is threatening to ours. You've stolen our land. Well, I'm glad that Peter Stuyvesant is the one pissing them off. Although it looks like Montezuma is getting a little bit worried about my... Oh, he's got open borders. You zoom all the way out. You hear the wind blowing because you see the clouds and all that. So that's the continent, or that's the entire Western Hemisphere. That doesn't look like the Americas that I remember. Okay, we got the petty criminal. I'm gonna actually build a wagon train. Actually, I think I might want that guy. Later. I'm not gonna buy him when I could just send somebody over here. Once I build this wagon train, I'm gonna start making cannons. And lots of cannons. Wagon train has been built. Huh. I think I'm going to want that other carpenter at some point. Ten turns. Yeah, I could go for a couple turns without... Hang on a second here. Alright guys, this is a good time to save it. But, for now... 1, 2, 3. Okay, yeah. Yeah. I'm gonna order him to go there. Actually, I'm not. I'm gonna go there. Alright, everybody. Until next